Well, welcome. Today I want to talk to you about an idea, a concept, and see what you think about it as I present it. Here it is. Without growth, there is no life. And really think about that from the standpoint of Mother Nature. You plant a seed. What does the seed do? If the seed is alive, the seed grows. That's its purpose, is to grow. You have an animal, it is born. Its purpose is to grow, to become a full adult animal, and to live and to breed. As a human, we are animals with a consciousness, so we're supposed to be birthed and grow. But there's another aspect to that. We're also consciousness, and we have a mind. And our mind is always seeking a greater and greater expression of life, a greater level of awareness. And what I've come to understand is that life is change, and there's no way to get around it. Without change, there is no life. So here's the key thing. You're never going to change until you begin to do more with what you already have. And this pins people down because most people want to wait till they have something before they change instead of changing before they have something. One of the things I've come to understand is we always have enough to grow. And why do I say that? Because we always can have new thoughts. And we can take a new thought, we can build thoughts around that new thought, we can see and build benefits of having that new thought, we can put feelings behind that new thought, and then we can take action steps behind that thought. And what have we done? We've grown. We've had a new experience. We've expanded. You see, without growth, there is no life. This is the flow of nature, to become more. It's like most people my age are retired, and their bodies are going down, and there's no juice. You'll watch them. You'll see no juice in there. Why? They're going against nature. They've stopped growing. They've stopped expanding. They've stopped using their mind to become more. Today, as I've been doing the last 4 weeks, I went on the stair climber at the gym. And I can remember going back to 1993, I would get on the stair climber at that time, and in 30 minutes I would do 110 flights of stairs, and I was really proud. Well, in the last 4 weeks, I've been doing more and more. And today, I did my 30 minutes. I did 144 flights of stairs, and I did about 500 calories in 30 minutes. I've never done that. And here I am, 71 years old, seeking more. Why? Because it's about growth for me. It's about me using my body to stay young. I use that example. It's a simple example, but it doesn't even have to be physical. It can be just exploring life, emotionally connecting into greaterness, having a greater relationship, expanding in your career, expanding your money. It doesn't matter. It's all part of growth. You see, let's fit in with that. Without growth, one cannot become wealthy, experience a fulfilling relationship, return to physical health, and to discover and experience a connection to the infinite. Everything you're seeking in your life, you can have if you're willing to grow. But you have to be willing to grow, and you have to understand that you are a conscious creator, and that power to create is within you. It's not outside of you, it's within you. It's through building beliefs that serve, building habits that are aligned with what you desire. I talked about this many, many, many times, that basically our lives are run by our habits. Unfortunately, we've not consciously chosen those habits. And we're not even aware that those habits are generating experiences in our lives that are not where we want to be. But here's the key. We have the power to change those habits. And when we do, oh my God, the universe is so much better. I know this last week I went to my doctor. He's a chiropractor and a nurse practitioner. And a week ago I had my blood drawn and I had my blood work done so I can figure out where I'm at. And the one thing he said to me was, you're dehydrated. You need to up your water intake. And I remembered 2 months ago, I stopped drinking as much water as I normally did. I had a habit of drinking X amount of water every day. I broke the habit. By getting the blood work done, I realized the new habit wasn't serving me. So I've increased my water. Guess what's going to change? My life. Why? Because I'm about growing. I'm about expanding. You see, no matter what, in order to grow, we must change. For without change, we remain in our current situation. That's why most relationships fail, because there's no growth. And what happens when there's no growth? We get bored. The grass looks greener, doesn't it? Or maybe it'd be better if I was just by myself, depending on the type of relationship you're in. But if both parties are growing and they've got a foundation of their values where they are linked and they support each other's growth, support each other's evolution, and they love to share and have fun, that relationship is just going to expand. And I can tell you, I'm in my 50th year of marriage with my wife, Jean, and we are constantly growing, constantly becoming more. And our relationship keeps getting better and better and better because we're growing. We don't have time to deal with the past. It's interesting how we think change is so difficult. But all change starts with a thought. We must change what we choose to believe. We must choose how to feel, the issues we ought to address, and the issues we decide to leave alone. If you're caught up in all the garbage that's happening in the world, the way the press is just feeding us and social media is feeding us, you're not choosing how to feel. You're being led to feel a way that they desire. And you know that because what they're preaching, what they're selling is fear. Pure, unadulterated fear. They get you to believe through fear, they get you to feel through fear, and now they control you. But you see, you have the process to change that at any time by where you put your focus. And you can choose not to listen. You can choose to back away. The reason most people do not change is because they do not believe that they can make the changes they believe they're required to have in order to have their desired result. Most people don't believe they can make the change because it seems too big. Here's the key thing. It's a day by day, moment by moment, thought by thought process. So change doesn't happen overnight. It happens with each and every new thought. Most people will wait until something dramatic happens before they begin to change. In other words, they go to the doctor, they get a result. Oh, your red blood cells are too high, your cholesterol is too high, or your blood pressure is high, or you've got this reading or that reading, and all of a sudden that may scare them to change. A lot of people, hey doc, give me a pill. And what do the pills do? They mask the symptoms. But the underlying cause is still there. And the cause is stress. And stress is basically the result of refusing to change, or trying to change to meet an unrealistic expectation, either set by yourself or by others. And you see, when you set unrealistic expectations, and we all have, you set yourself up for failure. You set yourself up for stress. And when you fail, you'll say, I can't change. You can, you just didn't give yourself permission in a way that was there. You see, when the sick and tired get sick and tired of being sick and tired, some, not all, will decide to no longer wait and begin to take action. I know that happens for me in several different things. I had to reach a bottom point in order to be inspired from within to make the change, to begin to make the change. I got that really clearly when I had my brain tumor in the year 2000. I had the change, or I was going to have brain surgery and who knows what else. I changed and the tumor's gone. Would you believe in an outside power if you truly knew that the infinite power to do anything resides in you, and that all you had to do was to begin to use it? So many people in the world think the doctor's the power, the lawyer's the power, the corporation's the power. An anthropomorphic God, a superhuman being is how God is in most religions, is going to come and help. What if you truly understood that the power you're seeking is within you, and you can choose to use that power consciously, because whether you realize it or not, you're using it every day. Your beliefs, your habits are creating your experience. The master teacher Jesus said, "It is done unto you as you believe." He gave you the formula. Look at your life, see what you believe, and ask the question, is it serving me? If not, change it. You see, God or the infinite does not do anything to us. It does it through us. We have to become the open vessels, the vehicles that the infinite power can work through. We do that by changing our beliefs. You have the power. You get to choose. Am I going to use it, or am I going to stay right where I'm at? Change is life. Life is change. You were meant to grow. Grow beautifully and perfectly and uniquely as only you can.